Welcome back to Turner Gaming. I tried to post this an hour ago, but they copyrighted Warner Brothers copyrighted me for playing the trailer in the background. So I had to improvise, but I wanted to give you guys what I thought on the movie. So make sure to like, subscribe, and share, guys. Thank you for watching. Go past me. Welcome to Turner Gaming, and we're doing a review on it. We just got back from the theaters watching it, and I'm gonna start off with a few good things, and then I'm gonna really let it just all bleh out of my mouth. Um, so the pros. At the end of this, we will give a full rating out of 10. And if you guys can, please like, subscribe, and share the video. There probably will be a few thumbs down for like people that love this film, but yeah. So here's the pros, guys. The kids. I honestly thought that the kids would make this movie flop in a way. Um, the kids actually did a really good job, and the main character, I forgot what his name is, the one that had the stutter, he did phenomenal. I actually believe that he had a stutter. Like it didn't seem forced or nothing. Like he actually did a really good job, and they had humorous, funny lines through it. Like the kids was actually funny. I actually didn't mind the kids cussing, and it seemed more modern. And I actually believe that the kids was, you know, friends, and they talked like that, and they stuttered, and blah blah blah. What you saying there?
I got my mom called me.
Um. So next thing, the next pro, the scenery where it was shot. I love that the little town that they took this film in. Like it looks believable. Like it looks like something would really be haunting this little town. It looked really small, compacted, and that it just looked really believable. So that's something. Um, Stephen King made an appearance. That's my third freaking pro. As you can see, I had to force, and what sucks is I wanted to make 5 pros. You know what I mean? So I had to really force myself to make some pros on this movie. Uh, I knew that I knew walking into it wasn't going to be, perfect, perfect remake. There is no such thing as a perfect remake. Um, but the fourth pro would be it kind of stayed on the storyline. It didn't stray too much. Like, do you feel like that, Aaron? I feel like it. I feel like it stayed on track with the storyline, the original one. Oh, he must. Oh, I thought you took the call or something.
No, yeah, it did stay on track for the most part.
Yeah, I feel like it's. I feel like it stayed on. The original storyline, and that's decent for me. Um, they didn't do overdo the CGI. I don't feel like they spammed it with CGI. They could have. You know what I mean? They could have just drowned this movie in CGI effects, and we would have been just like, ah, God, no. But they did. It was the CGI was paced okay. All right, that was my 5 pros. I'm sorry, I can't come up with more than that. Um, this movie, if you haven't noticed, I hated it. No, I did not like it, and it's not because I'm comparing it to the original. I mean that too, but you know what I mean. The original was so much better, but I was looking. I went in with an idea. I'm gonna look at this movie as just a movie, not compare it to the other one. I was just going in to try to have a good time with this movie. Did you feel like you had a good time with this movie? How did you feel when you came out, Aaron? Hello?
I I was bored the whole fucking time. I
Bored
didn't like
the
it
whole
one
time.
bit.
He said he didn't like it a bit. And And I'm the same way. I took my kids too, and my kids was over there talking and just like they was trying to watch the movie, but there was nothing to watch. Like every time it would do a scare, it would, like Pennywise would scare the kid, and then it would stop and just go through a long drag, and then it would do another scare and then stop again, and just not do like it didn't keep the flow going. Like the flow was so bad, the tempo of the movie was a drag. It was 2.5 hours long. Like this is their childhood in 2 hours and 2.5 hours. Mind you, the first movie was only 3 hours long, and it did the whole movie, like the childhood through the adulthood. So this movie took 2.5 hours to just do the kids section. It dragged it out way too long. I feel like the movie should have. I was actually really waiting for the movie to speed up and end. I was actually wanting this movie to end. Like,
I was ready for it. I kept checking the time, and it was like 2 hours into it, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, how much longer?
right? I was looking like, oh my god, it's still going. Why? Why has it not ended yet? Like, and I mean, I'm not trying to be mean on this, guys. I really we went in wanting a good movie. Like we went in and was hoping that it would fill me with joy or something. But anyways, let's throw the three cons down. Pennywise was not scary in this
It
movie.
was not Pennywise. They may have given him the name, but that's it.
They gave him the name Pennywise, but he was not scary. He was random. The kids looked at him like, "What are you gonna do next?" And that's how they looked at him the whole movie. They looked at him like, "What are you gonna do next?" But it wasn't scary. There was no one in the crowd that got scared, only except for one part, and it was a jump scare. There was only one person in the whole crowd of the movie theater that jumped one time. That tells you something. And that was just because it jumped at her. That's it. Like it wasn't even a full-blown scary movie or nothing. So that's that. I mean, it wasn't scary. If you're looking for a movie that's scary, this is not it. I already told you guys about the flow and the tempo of the movie. It scares, then stop. Scares, then stop. Scares, then stop. And during halfway through the movie, I thought it was gonna get better. It didn't. Now the third and the biggest thing that this movie kind of just made me like, nope, it's gone. I don't like bleh, bleh. Pennywise lured the first kid, Georgie, into a false security. Like, oh, come and get this thing and I'll blah blah blah, and here, I'm friendly. Come talk to me. He lured one kid in, and then for the rest of the movie, the movie threw the concept out of the window. He no longer lured any kid into a false security. He was just like chasing them and like scaring them. He wasn't even trying to kill them. Like, he wasn't trying to kill him, right, Aaron? Like, I don't think there was actually a part in this movie I felt like he was trying to kill them. He was more like playing around with them and trying to suck their faces. That's what's crazy. Like, he tried to suck their faces. That's it. He didn't try to kill them. So that is it for the pros and cons. For the final rating, I will give this movie a 6 out of 10. It is slightly above average.
I wouldn't give it a 6. I was thinking more for 4.
Okay, see, Aaron, what I'm saying is, did the movie work? You got to give it a few points for just working. The movie worked. Now, I feel like this movie was average. You know what I mean? Like a slightly above average. Think about like the worst budget film being about a 3 or 4. You know what I mean? So when you think about it like that, what would you give it? Hello? 4.
I'm sticking with 4
So I mean, like exactly why would you give it a 4? Like
because it was long and boring. Like it was just terrible remake. Like it made no sense. Like it's supposed to be a remake. It like nothing was the same from the first one except for the story.
okay, yeah, he gives it a 4. I'm gonna go with slightly above average. Would I go back and see this movie? No. I would never watch this movie again unless someone pointed out something I didn't see, and I kind of wanted to, go back and look at that part or something. Would I go back and fully blow and watch it again? No. It was it's I'm barely giving it a 6. Like for real, I want to give it a 5, but the movie actually works. And when you don't think when if I was to not have the original in my mind, maybe a 6. You know what I mean? Like that's why I'm. That's
If they would have even like went as far as been like, you know what, it's not a remake, it's a sequel. Like it's just a whole new movie. Then that would have been different. But they
yeah.
tried to play it off as a remake of the original, and it just failed miserably.
See, I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm not trying to like compare both movies. No,
No,
I actually went in.
benefit of the doubt, and they're gonna keep giving these awesome movies shitty remakes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. Like this, there's so many bad remakes. This just added to one. You know what I mean? And I really was going in hoping to feel good and have a good time. I wasn't trying to compare it to the original. I was just going in to watch it, maybe get scared, have a good time, laugh a couple times. None of that
Oh, I
happened.
was laughing all right.
I was no, I didn't laugh, man. I feel drained. I feel like the movie took something from me and didn't give nothing back. I feel emotionally sucked. like I walked out of the theater like, oh,
I want my popcorn.
oh, nugug. That's how I felt with the movie. Like honestly. So I'm gonna get into a little bit of the spoilers, and then we're gonna wrap this up because this movie just plain out. If you guys have the extra money, go watch it. If you know, for the original fans, I would Netflix it. Honestly, if you're original fan, do not go watch this movie. I wish I didn't see it. Like since I'm an original fan, I wish I didn't see this. Now they made it okay. Since we're in the spoilers section right now, we're in the spoilers. So run away if you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. But run away because spoilers are happening now. They opened this bitch up for a part 2. How dare they? Like I think they honestly thought they put out a piece of masterpiece and was like, "Look, we're gonna put another one out." No, now I'm forced to go see a second one of these movies because I can't leave things undone. So they're gonna get $7 more from me. So I'm like, oh man, like no. But the movie was not. None of the kids got killed. You know what I mean? Like, if you remember, Stan got in the original one. Stan got scared so bad that he killed himself. Like for real. Like Stanley killed himself in the original one because he got so scared by Pennywise. I don't see how they're gonna make that happen in the next one. Be like, oh, Stanley killed himself because he got scared so bad. No, no, there was no scary parts. The kids was not acting scared on this damn Pennywise. Like I'm trying to see if I can do. What about we laughed so? Me and Aaron was laughing so hard. Well, I know I was especially when the door scene says, scary, not so scary, or uh, what is it? It said not so scary, scary, and very scary. They chose the not so scary one, which I would have picked. At that point, I'd have picked the very scary one because the goddamn movie wasn't scary. Like, Another thing is they put all the trailer, like all the good parts of the movie, it's in the trailer. Like literally any good parts in this movie that could have been good. I think maybe that's what killed the movie, Aaron. You know, maybe part of it is we seen the trailer, we seen the good parts, and then the movie had nothing else to offer. That's why it was just so average after that because there was no other parts that was somewhat decent. Um, One thing that kind of did mess with me a little bit is when the blood shot up out of the sink in her mouth.
That was nasty.
Yeah, it went up in her nose and mouth. Oh fuck! I would have like she was getting drowned by blood like that. That was kind of messed up. You know what I mean? But as I said, guys, do not go spend your money. This is a Netflix movie. Do not if you got to watch it, man, just watch it on Netflix. Don't go out and pay up $10 for this movie, um, especially if you're close to the original fans. If you're just going to want to go take a girl out to a movie or something, this will give you 2.5 hours of boredom to kiss her. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next show. Bye, guys.